In this video, I'm going to show you the Groundhog Max ATV disc and what we're going to be using it for with this switchgrass. So right here where we're actually at is a place that I mowed just a couple of weeks ago. Then 2 weeks ago I sprayed it with 2,4-D, and you can kind of see the weeds are already starting to die. And that's the perfect time to get in here with the Groundhog Max and the four-wheeler, and we're going to disc this all up, and then we'll be ready to plant this weekend. So this disc is really cool. I'm just going to give you a couple details about this disc real quick before we get into actually disking this spot up. But this disc is really great for getting into those really tight spaces, and we got a field right here, we got our four-wheeler path right here, and then we mowed this for switchgrass, but the disc behind the tractor is probably way too big to do it in this little spot, and that's what this Groundhog Max is really good for. And so even though it's small, it does a really great job of disking it up, and I'll show you that. I have 2 other videos of me disking with this Groundhog Max and just how well it tears up the ground, and you wouldn't think that a disc of this size would do that well, but it really does. And we'll be done with this spot within 15 to 20 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes, depending on how hard I'm turning with it. But this Groundhog Max is just really cool for four-wheelers, and it's just a really great tool, and it's a cheap alternative to a tractor disc, and so if you don't have the equipment to do that. So huge shout out to Groundhog Max for sponsoring this video and sending me this disc. And so we're going to put it on the back of the four-wheeler. I'll show you all about that, and I'll show you how well this disc can really do. So here we are at the back of the four-wheeler, and so as you can see, I got the Groundhog Max with the hitch kit. So this is the hitch kit that I got with it, and there's other longer 2-inch receivers, but this is the one that fits this four-wheeler, and this is what I got on here. So if you buy the hitch kit with it, which is really, it really helps a lot if you don't have a 2-inch receiver. So, and like this is just a unit hole, so I had to get the 2-inch receiver, and so we got that hitch kit with it. But that's what this is for. And then this skinny side right here is for the 2-inch hitch receiver, and then you got this side for any of your other four-wheeler receivers that come with your four-wheeler. So it comes with this pin, pull it out. Make sure you prop your ATV up on this 4x4 block. That's what I got on here, so that way you can let the disc drop. So we're gonna put it up here. Fits right in there snug. Take this pin off, and then we're gonna let it drop. Alright guys, so I just finished with the Groundhog Max. I probably did 15 or 20 rounds just going around the loop. a couple times doing kind of like a figure 8, and man, it really does good. It impresses me every time I use it. So this is ready for switchgrass, and so I had it on the lowest setting. So I mean I had it on the highest setting, so the one closest off the ground. So I didn't make it dig in super a lot, because our four-wheeler, it's got a couple problems. I don't want to run it too hard, so I put it on the highest setting, and it still did very good. And if I had it on a lower setting, it would have dug into this really good. So you can see how well it did on the highest setting. Think of how well it would do on the lowest setting, being even lower than the tires. So a lot lower than the tires. So that would have really dissed this up. But I'm still impressed either way. This is exactly what I needed. I don't need to run the four-wheeler super hard to do this. So, and still, it doesn't run your four-wheeler that hard. It's just our four-wheeler. It's got a couple problems, but if you have even a lower two-wheel drive four-wheeler, lower CC, it'll pull that a lot better than it'll pull any pull behind disc. So that the Groundhog Max disc is, in my opinion, the best disc for four-wheelers and side-by-sides, because it takes a lot of the strain off of your four-wheeler, and so it's just a really great disc. I've even seen people do it with lawnmowers and stuff, so really great disc if you don't have a lot of big heavy equipment. And so that's exactly what this disc is perfect for, and it does the job just like big heavy equipment would. So did this in less than 15 minutes probably, and so I've seen people do it with a half acre. They did it within 30 minutes, or an acre they did in 30 minutes. So I'm happy with this. It'll be great for switchgrass. Make sure you go check out the Groundhog Max ATV disc. It's really great for if you have a four-wheeler and you're planting food plots or switchgrass or whatever you need to plant. This is the best disc for your four-wheeler. Prop it up on that 4x4 block on the tires underneath it, drive right up on the block, drop the disc, and you're ready to go. So that's exactly what we did, and it works really well. So make sure you check out the Groundhog Max disc, and we'll be using it later this year for the food plot.